Hello YouTube, Infinite Magic Grade community, Gandalf here. So we're going to spend a bit more time on both of our account today, probably a little bit more on the gray than the white, since he's really gotten a significant makeover since the anniversary event. So, and it's also been a while since we did a little bit of arena content. So with shaking up the meta, I think it's probably a good time right now to do this video. And also, I know we're right in the midst of the classic arena event, so let's show how some of these heroes take down the teams. And we'll start with the more relatable account. um, and we'll be using some of the new heroes that we got and see how they add to the team. I'll show you a little bit about the turn order. So the first one is how I retired my Guhana and Allcaster. So Allcaster eventually is going to get replaced, maybe Mythic Conversion Stone for him. But you see that this really changed from my old team, which looked like this, which had the Allcaster in it with the Guhana. The idea was go in there, finish everything off with Nita, then Allcaster deal with whatever's remaining, like the Nita and the Brynhild. The problem with that setup is, again, it's not as versatile and the damage output is not as high as this current one. Now, one thing you're gonna notice in this setup is that my popper actually uses skill 2 first, then skill 3. And the reason for that is if you already have a really good space build and you don't have enough gear to go around, you don't necessarily have to all of a sudden do things to make your popper the fastest. Popper is going to start with a 20% turn meter instead of the 30. But that also means he's going to be able to get a double turn. So that means you can actually strip with him, get rid of the panda resistance, and then use the turn meter reduction and the defense break. Using Whistler instead of Guhana, you're giving way more attack over to Nita. And with some of the stamps, what you've noticed here is I've actually used the boost ally um, poison damage stamp on on um, on Popper there, and I decided to use um, the skill damage blue one on Nita. So this team should be strong enough to even take out, the Lydia E2 damage reduction because of the drastic increase in damage output with this new setup. So we're going to test down here, and just to show you what I mean, right? So on my popper, I have put this one, and on my Nita, I put this one. So really, I'm getting the skill bonus skill damage bonus, as well as the poison damage bonus. Um, Popper's not going to die from a few stacks, so this is purely helping out PvP. I think here I'm hoping to get this buff in a couple turns later down, so everybody gets some additional attack. I don't think I put stamps on these guys yet. I think I put in, yeah, another one of these. But let's see. You can see here the setup being the stun, and the other benefit of using popper, sorry, yeah, using popper is because the turn meter reduction allows you to actually use the stun on Whistler now. Before, you're worried about setting off on Panda because you're pushing their turn meter back. The amount you gain, assuming properly speed tuned, you're able to use it a lot more effectively and to take advantage of that stun that goes through that doesn't have that effectiveness check. So which further makes it effective against dealing with remainings of Brynhild, remains of Nita. Um, so here we're going to show a different team because I know um, with existence of Popper, I mean, in theory, I could probably do it, but I run the risk of, the Agatha staying alive, and then Agatha probably being able to AoE and kill my entire team because I will end up killing their popper first. So this is something you need to be careful about whenever you see a popper is, do they have a really tanky hero that could potentially one-shot your, squishy cleave? This looks like a really, tempting cleave target, but actually using a cleave team is a bit dangerous. So instead, we're going to showcase a different team here. we're gonna use my, um, my variation. I think here I should actually, I think the preference here actually is to, sorry, because of the setup thing. I'm gonna create a new team here, and I'm gonna showcase this team. Um, Sorry, my bad. We're gonna edit, take out narrate. I mean, we're gonna show narrating action maybe another time. Narrate has its place. I'll show it shortly after in defenses in a bit, and how, I was able to use it to even stop some really strong teams. But I think from a speed tuning perspective, it's just a little bit better with Agatha being able to go after him in a strip. So you do want to do that. Nordak probably should start with Holy Shield first. And we fully, yep. And that will work very effectively, and we'll see how that works. Is basically your Henle nuke is gonna follow by the Agatha nuke, and Agatha here is gonna fully benefit from the HP buff from both Nordak and Santa, allowing you to hit really high. Oh no, I didn't like the look of uh, the oh my goodness. Well, that was embarrassing. Um, Not exactly what I was expecting. I guess the part about his Lydia being able to steal all my buffs there was unexpected, but we're hoping. Oh no. Uh-oh. Yeah, well, I mean, the guy, uh, no excuse, no excuse. We'll give this one more try. Um, so yeah, dealing with the popper part is the annoying piece. Um, I mean, on my other account, I have plenty of options to deal with stuff like this, but on this account, I think the challenge we deal with here is Lydia is going to be able to steal some of our buff over whenever we attack. So that's the tricky part. Um, let's is there Panda in there? There's no Panda in this team, right? So what we could try to do is use something. Okay, so I feel like I'm kind of going out of my way to beat him. Okay, so here's a trick for you. What we're gonna do here, okay, you use a fast Nordac setup. We're gonna use our Bisset and Space setup here. Um, and I'll show you the idea to get this relatively safe and secure kill. Um, so that's, what the masterclass is all about. Pushing ourselves against really hard, much harder opponents and finding a way to beat their team. So I run a relatively fast Nordac, except I think I just screwed up because my Nordac is not faster than the rest. but we'll do it anyways. The idea was that if Nordak was able to go before everybody, I would have gotten the so let's please hope we don't kill that popper. Yes, thank you. Okay. So then you would, you will be able to deal with this problem nicely. And not pass any buffs over that way. Okay, so we did it. Fortunately, his popper was relatively tanky. It didn't die, but you know, that's something I always worry about when facing a popper. You don't know. I mean, with him, he's very tanky. So Nash, Nash is going to be a tricky one. So I am capable of running this team now. So my classic anti-Lydia cleave. What's good about Nash going up against Nash is he does not have a panda, so the effective resistance won't be as much of an issue. However, um, we got to be careful about that particular bunny. Yeah, so now his bunny has the um, effective res. Has the buff on everybody. I got to be really careful. Don't accidentally remove any buffs because then that will lead them to reducing my entire team's turn meter. So this is something you got to be careful with this particular setup. And at this point, I think Lydia is just gonna die. So let's reduce the turn meter on that. Oh my goodness, it didn't die. Oh, there we go. Now I died. That was just a counterattack. Okay, all right. So that's kind of the. So you can see my team has gone a long way after the anniversary. I used to, I wouldn't touch Lydia E3 teams or even E2 teams for that matter, with a 10-foot pole. The Jago, now we're dealing with, the likes of Heng and I think this is really pushing my limit. I don't think I'm gonna beat this team. I don't think I have. I mean, we'll give this one a try. It is a very it's a very tank. It is the tanky variation with Lydia and using Bunny, which oh okay. Well, I think I just lucked out because this guy, Bunny is too slow. Normally, I wouldn't be able to outspeed them, so I'm gonna be able to now finish him off because his bunny is too slow. But if his bunny is fast enough, it might have caused a little bit of problem for me. Now, of course, I'm gonna be able to do Mythic up. So again, this is a very easy team now. We're going to use our standard cleave. So that's nice and so that's very boring. But we'll just go through him anyways. And now we can see in this team setup, right? The defense down and all of that allow your Nita to even just direct damage quite a bit to kill the remaining Nita. So it's a very solid setup. Power wise, I mean, you guys, oh, I don't think I've shown my Sanctuary for those who've seen it. I mean, last time I think 50 days ago, I think it was right like around here. So, in 50 days, I think, you know, this event this anniversary alone, it went up by about 500 or so. Okay, let's go pick up some more tickets. By the way, I highly recommend. I know some of you want to farm for this event, and you would put like one hero on defense and try to farm it easy. I highly recommend you try to farm at king level if you have the ability to do so. Because if you go down to platinum, like you say platinum one or two, like you're getting a little bit less points. So if you're confident and you're capable of having a good lineup of presets that will help you beat a wide range of teams, you should it will make your points a lot more efficient. So again, here's the situation where we got to deal with the popper. But we think one round of Nita should be sufficient to take care of him. So, I'm not too worried about, you know, something going wrong here. Don't embarrass me. Okay. Oh yeah, the additional stun there from, Whistler is really nice too. Um, and remember, this stun, I do believe it's effective. It is There is some sort of effective resist check because you just saw like I stunned his whole entire team and on the skill description it says 50%. What's nice about it, it goes through resistance. So even if they have their panda buff up, you still could nuke right. You could still stun right through that. Um, um, so you can see every time, right? I'm doing the strip and res down. My Nita, when starting up, it's 160 effective hit, and then goes down by 6 afterwards. I think some people are asking me, what kind of effect hit do you need to run it on? We'll just do a couple more. Oh, this one is. Let me think about that one because GG used to be easy with he used to run a um, Luna in the place of that Henge, but with a Henge mix in there, that team just did get a bit tanky. And there is I mean we have to watch out for the Brynhild and oh, by the way, in case if anyone is wondering, if you actually do get 10 out of 10, it automatically refreshes for you. Um, you get an auto refresh when you tier up, and you also get a refresh when you beat everybody. Um, but if you tier up through battle records here, you won't get the auto refresh, I'm pretty sure. So I think I just want to show that to you guys in case you guys aren't aware of it. Hopefully I can find someone here that I can actually beat, because usually, wouldn't want to touch that. Um, Clearly the people who are farming me are. Oh, there we go. Game Changer has a easy defense. So we're gonna actually just quickly show this little mechanic here. Um, yeah. Okay. And maybe once we get to King, we'll show the mechanic now. Okay, so oh, okay. Well, I guess they changed it. You do get a refresh then when you hit. Okay, sorry about the misinformation then. Okay, well, we'll do. I think I've showed enough. Oh, well, GG's here. So we'll do one last attack on GG. Um, so this is like, how do you deal with a super tanky team with Nita and Brynhild, all of the stuff mixed in there. Um, my hybrid cleave team, which we're about to see very shortly when we go over to the other account, will have an easier time with this. The question I have is. Will I be able to cleave right through this? You know, why not? Let's give it a try because I mean there isn't a Lydia, so there isn't that 30% skill damage reduction. We are stripping and applying effect resist down with Popper. And your Popper, by the way, can't be just all speed, right? For those of you who just got Popper and trying to build him, you do need a minimum, like 100 or so effect hit. My other account is at like 120, 130. Um, see, so we landed the effective resistance on the Panda. Okay, so the stuns are nice. We just need to now kill this. Okay, so the first apple popped. Gotta be careful now. Popper died, which is important, right? So that's the other benefit of having the poison on your Popper. And make sure your Popper actually dies before the rest of your team, giving you that extra CC that you need often, to finish off their Nita and Brynhild. So that's why, this is a team I find, very effective at high level of gameplay. I am currently working on, a compendium of, you know, comps and rate them in their offensive and defensive strength. That will be an example, the cleave comp you just saw there will be example of, a very strong uh, team to use offensively. Okay, so this kind of ends our first portion of the video around, the, I guess, mid to late game. I know some of you also enjoy the Kraken content, so let's see my struggle against some of the bigger whales here. We're gonna try to go down this list against much stronger player. So this is my, you guys probably saw this in my Lydia Cleave comp. I think I showed it a little bit in um, the other video. So yeah, I mean it's tank. It's Henle is making it a little bit tricky now. I mean it's helping a couple of extra heroes survive, but nonetheless, it's still ooh. Like this is where, if that was Phil's Heng I would have died already. And this is also where I will switch over and start using the direct damage component here on this and Stingray. You guys probably saw there, right? With his, oh my God. Well, let's begin our struggles. I mean, let's just show his stats, right? We're talking, I mean, the base HPs are a little bit absurd, but okay, we're gonna see how we're not gonna do much here, aren't we? Let's just turn meter reduction them. Hopper is gonna die to the poison. There's no heals. Yeah, this is sort of your. That's not looking good. Okay, we're gonna quit at this point. Um, I got a bit of work to do. I mean, you know, I finished avenging a lot of people this morning, but let's just do this one more time. Give it a try. Um, because uh, there isn't a need to finish off with. I could put in the. We're gonna put in the. Where's my Whistler? Where's my wristler? And I have a version of a wristler that's just meant for boosting damage. So this one, oh no, did I strip it? Okay, well, it's not optimal, but let's run that. I had one with like him at close to 55k attack or something, just purely to for the purpose of boosting Nita. Um, want to make sure, don't want to embarrass herself a second time. The Yeah, the speeds on these guys are right. Okay. So so yeah, like I think what we won't see is Brynhilds in these setups. What you do want is you want to be able to cleave them. Oh, I just realized that was a terrible idea because the guy got like a 40% turn meter on his entire team because of my super fast. Yeah, this is why the wrestler should be really slow. Um, to prevent things like this. So we'll head over to our wrestler right now. And give him a set of gear with a lot of attack. Attack percentages, yeah, we'll use that. No, that's not the one I want to use. Heck, let's just use that. I think I have some, yeah, a whole bunch of attack pieces on. Okay, good enough. Um, the point is we want some, oh my, do I have some attack that I can use here? Okay, we'll just pick up wherever we can find some attack stats then. Sure, well, we'll take that and we'll take a ring with attack stat. Remember, we want to look for things that are high, so 4.4. Half 4.4 is okay, okay. And we'll just, roll a couple on them and see where we can bring our attack. But you remember, you want to make sure that you don't have 3 heroes that are faster than, take that. Okay, attack. The trouble we go through to beat people. Oh, I'll take that. Do you have something better? No. And we're gonna pick something with attack rate up. A 1. Heck, I'll just go with this. And then we'll pick one last one that contains attack with attack rate up. We'll go with that. At least that's upgraded. Okay, so how much attack we got? It's embarrassingly low, but let's go back and give, Stingray a fight. This is probably a very poor session starting out uh, for for um, for Gandalf the White here. Um, but if you're looking for ideas on how do you get through this ridiculous amount of tankiness, your Nita Cleave can still do the job. You just need to really uh, give her a lot of boosting. There you go. Ta-da! Nicely done. Cleanly cleaved, right? So that's what we'll use. Let's go pick up 10 from the event. Um, okay, let's go down this list and see if we can beat everyone. Um, so this is an easy team. Some of you wonder, what is my, just want to make sure it's not affected here. Yep. So, my Makio, someone said, I've been pronouncing it the wrong whole time. Hopefully I got it right this time. But I'll just see how hard he hits. He's now finally fully built, emblems, E5 and everything. Okay, so there you go. If you didn't catch the numbers, that was like 2.5 mil from the last alt. And just a tip for anybody who's trying to use them, I highly suggest that you don't actually, try to number any of his skills. It'll screw up his auto casting. Just maybe use a horn and start with a strip if you want, or sometimes if you want to start with skill 1 to guarantee a kill, that works too. If you pair it with bunny, so you can use the red buff with that. Just a tip on him. Um, okay, 8 Nick. Again, we're against people who are we're fighting. We're punching above our classic here again. We're gonna see if we're gonna be able to do it. I think this is the his old um yeah his old comp. Oh shoot, I screwed up. I screwed up. That was a mistake. I don't know why I did that. Um, Also shows, how hard his Nita hits. Normally that doesn't happen. I should have just left it on auto because at that point, Brynhild should have just done the strip and we should have been all fine because I'll be protected by immortality. But I was being dumb and well, this is not making my Sunday morning very happy. Um, I'll do it one last time and I'll stop feeding points to him. Um, I do know that my Nita needs more effect hit. We had a discussion yesterday. My Nita right now is at 149. Gandalf the Grey is actually a little bit higher. Um, let's hope we strip the right one. Okay. Um, and I was talking to Raven, and he was like, "My Nita is at 200 effective hit," and he showed me how his Nita was able to cleave right through like Phil, which was disgusting. Um, but that's the kind of, you know, strength and power we're looking at for some of these endgame players. Oh my God. Okay, I'm done. I'm done here. You win, Nick, today. I'll get you another day. Um, Moving on. Yeah, so this we can just, speed through that. Wait, oh my God, I gotta stop. That's all those, I guess, it's gonna be a very interesting lesson today for myself to remind myself, I gotta stop making these silly mistakes. Like, if you ever see a focus and you're using Michello just because he hits way too hard, with the Whistler setup, right, is you gotta make sure you kill the focus. Otherwise, you're giving their entire team like a 30% turn meter, which will then screw you over. Okay, Play With Me has, you know what? This might be a good opportunity to showcase this team. I think I'll be tanky enough. Like he's not gonna kill me with that, right? Yeah, there we go. Looks good. Can't do anything to me. Okay, come on, Hannah. Show us what you got. Okay, that was weird because my Hannah is is faster than my Agatha, but for some reason, um, maybe because the way I um, did the term meter thing, I need to go check their emblems. Um, Agatha really should have went after, so it would have been really nice to see the strip right into the nuke. But now this is going to just be a little bit of a slower fight. I didn't even notice who we took out. Oh my god, did Henley just die? This has been a terrible morning for me. Nothing is going right on this account. Let's go bully someone first, and while I think about that. Uh, so I remember when I first started watching some content creators, and I was like, I was, you know, I was like, backseat driving Karzak's videos, and I keep leaving him comments about, hey, if you did this, you would have won. So, if you enjoy backseating and seeing my failures, if you have any suggestions, feel free to put it in the comments below if you got it to this far in the video. So, and that way I will know that you're actually watching all the way till the end. You're actually enjoying these, arena playthroughs. Okay, we got two people we haven't cleared on the list. So this is this is gonna be challenging to get through all of that stats, and I know the bunny is really fast too, so we're gonna have a fun morning. Um, maybe I'll show this. Like people are wondering, like, is Michello strong enough to to punch through um Brynhild? Yes, if you have a bunny and Whistler, but if you don't have either of them, you might have a little bit of a challenge. Whoops, I think I just nuked him without even the Bissident. So there you go. But again, the power is kind of really low there. Here, let's take this guy out, and then we'll figure out, how we tackle the last three. Hopefully we can, clear the whole page and show you that you do get an auto refresh if you clear the whole page. Maybe some of you already know that, but at higher levels, I usually tend to have one person in there that I'm struggling to beat, and so if they're not as tanky, going through this is easy. Of course, there wasn't an E3 Lydia in there. Let's go through him as well. Let's go back and pick up a couple more. Brave Trials is going to be very interesting next week, in 2 weeks from now, with all of these, plus the Brave Trial enemies getting ridiculous stats on them. I would actually, just cleave this team just to be safe because of the popper. I always, have this fear of popper for some reason. Because how many times, these cleave teams don't go according to plan? Oh no. Okay, who do we want to kill? Let's just show that we can punch through the damage immunity. No? Oh my god. I'm having a terrible day. See? That's the thing about Whistler I love, because you can stun through these kind of BS. Please don't kill my... Ah, ah, no. Okay. Steal all his buffs. Nuke through his shit. Whew. That was a close one, but there you go. If anyone's still doubting Marcello's nuking capabilities, there you go. All right. Enough bullying people who are, lower power than me. Let's go take down these last three somehow. Let's start with play with me. I'm gonna bring out my other variation. Because I don't see a Nordak or Panda, I know I can nuke through this. Okay, we're gonna go like this, and we're gonna stun him. And this is where we should just go for the kill, right? Or let's kill the Lydia first, and then with this we'll go for the kill. Boom. Okay, so there you go. Even with, Lydia buff is nowhere near enough. You saw the damage. Okay, now we got to deal with Nick and Hoax's old account or Band's new account. Okay, Nick. What do we do here? Clearly this was not working. Could we beat you with my... Could I? Maybe. Okay. Okay, so I had another variation. I think I showcased in my other video. One on henna. So we're gonna give this a try. Except we're gonna take out Santa and we're gonna put in Focus and Nita. And on Nita, we're gonna make sure she has the attack with effective hit on. We're gonna make sure the focus is on my slower set. Okay, and my panda is fine. My panda is right. My okay, so we're gonna try this as a setup. And I showed this in my other video. I mean, this is where it's kind of like your turn 2 nuke setup. And you're kind of surviving all this stuff. Um, Here I want to use I don't want to pass the other buff over. And see, this is where I'm super confused. So someone asked me this earlier too, and I was like, I honestly don't know what's causing it. Why my Nita is still going faster than the Hen Like this makes no sense to me. Like I know it has something to do with Imprison, but sometimes it's just really weird how it happens. So we're gonna do that. Just immortality. We're gonna protect our Nita here. Please don't kill him. Please don't kill him. We're gonna be here for a while, guys. And we'll give it a couple more tries, and if we fail, we end the video. Nick is probably gonna be very happy that I'm feeding him. Where's Nick right now? Yeah, I'm feeding him a lot from these attempts. This is kind of But this is enjoyable content, right? So let me know, like, you know, if you guys enjoy seeing me suffer. Um, maybe we'll just pray RNG. I don't know. Well, we'll give that setup one more try. We'll give that setup one more try. Where was it? I think the thing is Nita was getting the was not. See, that didn't make sense at all. Like Nita got in prison, so Nita should have gotten less term meter. Do I have another piece? And this is right. Like let's try that. Um, mm, just make focus even slower. Let's just, get rid of some speed. Can I get rid of some speed? Like tough set. There we go. That's slow enough, right? Let's try that. Putting our panda and putting our handler. Okay, now the term meters look about right. Do the AOE strip. Do the first nuke. Do the second nuke. And then smack. Now we got to deal with the rest of our problems. Why don't you heal yourself? Got 2-turn damage immunity right now. Handler should protect. Okay, good. We survived another one. Let's see. Gotta be careful because Nick very well could just completely decimate my let's please kill that. Oh God. Oh, this is so infuriating. What if I hit him twice? Was it Agatha? I'm out of ideas. I think my Agatha is slower. Yeah. If I hit him with Agatha twice, will that kill him? One, two. Okay, we got rid of one. Still got to deal with oh my God, it's dead. But at least we have something to kill Anita with, right? You know, not having your own Lydia really sucks, by the way. Nick, if you're watching, I hope you're enjoying this. Uh, this is probably the longest video I'm gonna be uploading. You're gonna get all of it without the um, without any of the editor's cuts. Um, so yeah, you know, if you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments below. Gandalf out. This has been a very, very sad morning for me.